How did this dramatic change happen? And why is the world suddenly focused on the Sahel? The stakes are high. One wrong step could cost Burkina Faso its sovereignty or future. The entire balance of West Africa now hangs in the balance. To understand, we must revisit the roots of Burkina Faso's discontent and the fractures in old alliances. Russian advisors now work in the background, bringing tactics and political support. But another quieter player is India. Unlike Beijing or Moscow, New Delhi uses trust, humanitarian aid, and training, not just weapons, to build its influence. What happens when a country turns away from its oldest allies and invites new rivals in? Burkina Faso is shifting its alliances, moving from the United States and France toward China, Turkey, and Russia. Across the Sahel, convoys of Chinese artillery and Turkish drones are replacing Western flags at military outposts. The alliance of Sahel states marked more than just a military pact. For Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, it was a statement. They would no longer rely on Europe or America and would determine their own path. For decades, France and the United States set Burkina Faso's security agenda. But coups and the rise of jihadist threats shattered this order. The government responded by banning American outlets and expelling Western institutions, a public break from the past. Understanding these shifts is crucial. Ignore them, and you will miss why Western alliances collapsed and why new partners, promising dignity and speed, have become so attractive. The struggle for Burkina Faso's future is underway. That independence came at a cost. As Western troops and aid left almost overnight, a power vacuum appeared. Burkina Faso's army was left exposed, just as new, non-Western players arrived, each with their own ambitions. A new arms race is starting in Burkina Faso, but it is not just about firepower. It is a struggle for the Sahel's future, with each player seeking control and influence. Which nations rushed to answer Burkina Faso's call? And how did their arrival change the region's fragile security? The answers could signal the next major change in global power. But China was not alone. Turkish drones, especially the Bayraktar TB2, soon swept the skies, changing how war was fought. These drones were affordable, reliable, and deadly, offering surveillance and precise strikes. They gave Burkina Faso an edge that Western partners would not deliver. Yet every alliance has a price. China's shipments are fast, but there are doubts about their durability. Turkish drones work, but mistakes and civilian deaths cause backlash. Russia's involvement risks new dependencies, trading one type of outside pressure for another. As Western power faded, China quickly stepped in. Within months, Chinese artillery and rocket launchers arrived in Burkina Faso. There was no slow negotiation or strings attached, just fast delivery at unbeatable prices. For a military desperate for equipment, China was the answer. Quick, flexible, and ready to arm the regime overnight. Meanwhile, Russia played a deeper game. Moscow offered more than weapons. Military training, technical help, and unwavering political support. Russian advisors embedded with local command, creating a partnership that extended beyond hardware, offering strength and loyalty to the new rulers. Each choice carries risks. The wrong partner could threaten sovereignty or open the door to new domination. Every move shifts the region's balance, with effects spreading far beyond. India's silence may not last. Its groundwork could soon shift the balance in ways few expect. Amid this contest, Dramic artillery, Turkish drones, Russian advisors, one question lingers. Why is India only a quiet presence in Burkina Faso's halls of power? While China's artillery shakes the ground and Russia casts a shadow, India has quietly spent decades building trust in Burkina Faso. Its influence comes from scholarships, farming projects, and training, ties rooted in partnership, not force. But that image is changing. India's defense budget now rises into the tens of billions, signaling its intent to join the global arms market. The foundation is set. One deal could turn quiet ambition into real influence. But time is short. If Burkina Faso's leaders hesitate or misread India's intentions, the window could close, lost in the noise of bolder powers. India moves slowly, without armies of advisors or hidden strings. It offers patience and reliability, building relationships that could outlast the risky bargains of its rivals. For Burkina Faso, this could be a rare chance, a partnership free from harsh terms and traps. Burkina Faso stands at a crossroads, its options shrinking as the contest heats up. The next move will show if quiet strength can surpass the roar of rivals. Power is not just firepower, it is about choices. Burkina Faso is now a symbol of this new age, where influence is fluid and every decision matters. Today, nations are not locked into old alliances. Instead, they pick from a growing menu, each partner offering something different. Look at India's strategy. Decades of patient, trust-based engagement have quietly built foundations for future influence. While others rushed in with arms, India focused on relationships, education, and skills, building soft power that could become decisive when the current chaos settles. The stakes affect viewers, too. In the future, those who master the art of choice, not just those with the largest arsenals, will shape the world. Watching which countries keep their options gives us early clues about coming shifts in global power. For smaller nations, the lesson is clear. Do not depend on a single patron. Whether it is the West, Russia, or China, relying on one power risks trading one dependency for another. By keeping options open, countries like Burkina Faso increase their sovereignty and bargaining power. In the Sahel, victory is not about who sends the most weapons, it is about who offers the most choice. Ignore these lessons, and history may repeat, sacrificing autonomy and missing chances for security. The pace of change is quickening, and following these alliances has never been more important. Burkina Faso is turning from the West to China, Turkey, Russia, and quietly, India. Headlines focus on arms deals and drones, but beneath them, a deeper game is underway. India is not loud. Its influence grows through patience, scholarships, decades of trust, and discreet development. In a region longing for loyalty without strings, that soft power may soon outweigh firepower. The future may belong not to the boldest arms dealer, but to the quiet partner who listens, adapts, and earns trust in the shadows. Ignore these subtle shifts, and you risk missing how the new world order is being shaped, not by force, but by the ability to offer real options.